Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the StarCraft Nation. Today we are interviewing a very special young man. My name is Zoya, and with me, of course, is.
Unknown.
And today we have Mark Oliver Prue. I already forgot Prue, right?
Yep.
And also known as VTdesRow. He just started a huge little training thing on Team Liquid, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we're just going to dive right into the questions. So the first question we have for you, Desrow, is tell us about yourself, who you are, your gaming history. Did you play Brood War? Did you play other games before StarCraft 2? And how you got competitive with the StarCraft 2 scene.
Started playing computer games around Brood War. I remember I was like 8 and I would go to my neighbor and we would play StarCraft 1 without sound and it would be really laggy, but we would enjoy it. And then I got a computer myself, played Diablo 2. I played BGH with my friends in Brood War. And then a little bit more about myself. I'm French Canadian. I live in Quebec, Canada. I started playing competitively in Warcraft 3. Went to WCG national qualifiers and all that jazz. Never really did anything good in Warcraft 3, but and the game got boring and I didn't have enough motivation. But then when StarCraft 2 came out, I get excited and here I am.
Cool. How did you come to be part of VT Gaming, and what do you think of it?
Um, in between Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2, I played Dota, and even in Warcraft 3, I've been in like several organizations. And when I started playing StarCraft 2, I don't really know how I met VT. I think I played. Oh yeah, I played VT Clones, and in the tournament. It was like, yeah, you're pretty good. You should come on Vent and hang out. I'm like, nice. So I went there, and like I said, I've been in several organizations, and sometimes they're flaky, sometimes they're shady, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're good. But yeah, and I saw VT operate things, and I was really inspired, and I had faith in VT from the first day. So I sticked around for like 2 months, and after 3 months, they gave me a tryout, and I passed it, and I joined VT.
Awesome. Now, a little bit more about that. Did you have to sign a contract? Did you have to do like more trial games with other clan members? And was there a certain process you had to go through?
Um, well, the process is like, does this person have potential if he's not known? And I did decent for myself, and I was very active. I think it's one of the main part. Like you can be good, but if you're not there to play team leagues or tournaments or stuff like that, then you're not worth it. And I was really active, and I really wanted it. The process was more like. Do something good in a tournament, and we might give you a tryout. And it took me a few weeks, and I did a top 8 in Craft Cup, which was decent at the time. And yeah, I didn't really play games like, let's say you get to beat all of them and then you're in. It was more like I was playing games back and forth, but it wasn't like scores written down and like there was like a requirement.
Has being part of the team caused you to practice harder and work harder since you're representing the team now as well as yourself?
Um, well, yeah, like it's a lot more fun and it's a lot more stressful to represent your team than only yourself. As in practice harder, yes and no. I mean, I'm definitely more serious now and try to schedule my practice and stick to it and have a lot of discipline. I don't know if yeah, it definitely helped me and made me practice harder.
Awesome. So moving on, our viewers want to know why you picked Protoss as your main race.
Um, well, I played BGH and Massing Couriers was interesting, and they had a lot of spells that I didn't know what they were doing and thought it was interesting in StarCraft 1. So when StarCraft 2 came out, I didn't play beta, and I played after release, but during beta I would get like Mass Roach all in, and I wouldn't understand anything, but I still like Protoss, and I stick with it. Do I regret it? Sometimes. But no, I'm I picked Protoss because I played it in BGH, and I don't know, like play Bugs or play Terrans or play Protoss, which are cool and like super technology. So yeah, I picked Protoss.
What do you mean you regret it sometimes? You just think other races?
Uh,
Yeah, go into that a little bit.
I mean, I like Protoss in every way. I just wish sometimes I had the, like if my Raw Prism had chill battery or something, like something just to like, toy around a little bit more. Like I can drop DTs, I can harass with Phoenix, I can harass with like a Void Ray somewhere late game, but I can't drop and like stim my army and have my army heal or like I can't even like in Brood War you could drop a Reaver and toy with it, and StarCraft 2 you can't drop a Colossus. Vikings and Corruptors have sick air range. Like my War Prism doesn't even have shield battery. It's like I'm really looking forward to an expansion where we have more capabilities with drops or something like that. Yeah.
Awesome. So another viewer question here. Throughout the entire game, what is your favorite unit?
Um, that's a really good question. Um, it's Blink Stalker because I come from Warcraft 3. I like micro. I don't know. I just feel like Blink Stalker is just a good unit all around. The Stalker himself is really bad, but once he gets Blink, you can blink up in the base, break havoc. You can blink out. You can micro. You blink when the shield's down, and you keep microing. I just wish Blink Stalker would be a viable strategy in every matchup. Unfortunately, it's not. But then again, it makes me enjoy playing it more when I get the chance against Zerg or against Protoss. But yeah, the Blink Stalker.
Awesome. So you said you played semi-competitively Warcraft 3, and you said you went to WCG. Uh, was that your first professional LAN experience, or what before that was your first professional LAN
Uh,
experience?
I started lands in 2006 or 5. I know the ETS land in Montreal hosted the ESWC qualifiers, and yeah, there was it was I think it was APM or Canuck that won that year or whatever. It was it was really back then, and after that ESWC, which was in 2005 or 2006, I've been to every WCG and ESWC qualifier for like Warcraft 3, and then once I stopped playing Warcraft 3, I went there as an admin. Then once I stopped being an admin, I went there anyway. But yeah.
Have you developed any rivalries with any players?
Yeah, Kiwi Kaki. He's been my nightmare. He's been every time I went to a LAN in Warcraft 3 to win something, he was there to prevent me from doing that. Uh, was I losing to him in finals? No, not always. But yeah, he's definitely my biggest rival.
Now, it's a pretty big player to have be your biggest rival. So is it more of just like, the player-based rival, or is there like some personal grudge you got going there now?
Oh no, we've been friend ever since he started being big in Warcraft 3. We were together in the same team, and we've been talking on and off ever since. He's a really cool guy. I like him a lot, but yeah, I just my goal ultimately is just to make him look bad in a game. So yeah.
Awesome. So that's your rival. Who is the player that happens to be your favorite player, or just the one you respect the most throughout all of StarCraft 2?
I know it's gonna sound boring, but it's Kaki. His Twilight Archon, how he made it popular, his double immortal job against Saija at MLG last year, his work ethic, his dedication. Like he goes on Europe and grabs like rank 1, but no one talks about it. It's just he's like really solid micro wise. I'm not saying like his game's perfect, but I just like him a lot.
That is actually a really interesting answer to find out that your favorite player. and your rival happen to be the same person. Now, moving on, if you could do a best of 5 with any player in the world, who would it be?
Uh,
And this will be like show match, like, Clash of the Titans style was.
yeah, it'd be Rhett. I could say Kaki here again, but it'd be PvP, and that's not what the fans want. I'd say Rhett, because me and him are kind of friend, and he's just a really nice guy, and you know, it'd be really interesting just for me and him to go down in a show match.
All right, great to hear that. So MLG DOS, are you planning on going to that?
Unfortunately, it was too short notice, and no, I'm not going to. But Columbus is 100%, and after that, maybe many more, maybe only one. I know Florida is, it's on the East Coast. It's not too far away. Maybe Florida, but Columbus 100%. I'm gonna practice it up. I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna make waves. It's gonna be interesting.
That's good to hear that you're trying to get into more of these lands for StarCraft 2. So, besides MLGs, which you said you're trying to go to more of them, are you planning on going to anything else like IEM or perhaps DreamHack, which is, in Europe?
Um, Europe is definitely kind of a dream, as in like I've never been to Europe before. Uh, IEM owes the qualifiers. I'll try my hardest. But DreamHack, I don't know. It's a BIOC thing where you gotta bring like your own computer, and yeah, no. I mean, if the opportunity arise, or if I have to pay for myself, and I see that there's potential for me that if I go there, there's gonna be like a good outcome, even though like if I don't win it, or if I don't like make top 8, but if I can still go and like show good games, then I might consider it. The thing is, even with MLG, like you pay for yourself to go, or you get your team to pay for you, and like like the new MLG format, right? It's like 256 man bracket,
Yeah.
and the top 16 seed, but they start streaming the top 16 seed on day one. So if like you pay for yourself to get in the 256 man bracket, there's like the odds of one of your games getting casted is so small. It just blows my mind why they would do that. It's like, because when you go to LAN, you obviously want to show good game, but you want to show good game to the fans. If they don't cast your games, then you just invested in yourself just to like win back what you won, or just like get great results. But like if you don't do great results, or you don't win any money, and you haven't got any of your games casted, then why did you go? If there was like no coverage about you, there was like no exposure from it, that's the only bothering part. Like if I see a great tournament in Europe that I can finance myself or get my team to pay for me, and I know there's going to be great exposure, then yeah, I'm really going to consider it.